Spark number 6, boundaries are an act of love. So when I first heard the term boundaries, I mean, I'm sure I've heard that word my entire life, but when it really started to click to me when someone was talking about boundaries, that they meant putting up this, what I now think of as like a force field of love around them to protect themselves and protect the other person. I thought, I'm pretty good at boundaries. I think I do that. And then when I started to really dive in and think about it, I thought, no, I'm not doing this all the time. Like, I'm thinking, I want people to interact with me in this way. I want to be able to receive this in this relationship, but then I would take less than that. Or I would allow someone to treat me a way that I didn't want. And that could be as simple as someone texting you and not saying hello or good morning or good afternoon or greeting you via text, and you don't like that. That's actually not my boundary, but I have several people in my life that is their boundary, because I'm the person that will text you and just go straight into whatever I'm talking about. What time are you getting here? Did you see that? Oh my gosh, whatever. I mean no disrespect by it. I love you. I actually feel so comfortable with you that I don't feel like I need a greeting and that I can just talk to you. But some people want a greeting, and that is well within their right to desire that and to desire to communicate with people who give them that. But number one, if that's you, you have to say it. Hey, I would appreciate it if when you send me a text message, you would greet me and not just go into whatever you're saying. And if the person doesn't do that, instead of being irked and angry and coming at them in a way that, you say, hey, remember, I appreciate it when people greet me in a text message. Like if that's not something you can do, call me or let's do this a different way. But for me, text is a form of communication. I would appreciate hello, good morning, good afternoon, some form of greeting before you go into your rapid fire questions or blurting out whatever it is that you have to say. And then that person has the opportunity to say, hey, I want to be in relationship with this person. So for me to do that, and I'm going to respect their boundary. Hi, hello, good morning, good afternoon, what's up? Whatever it is, I'm going to say that before I text that person because they're that important to me. And if I decide not to do that, then that person has the right to decide not to communicate with me via text because they clearly said what they wanted. And if I clearly don't do it, I am not respecting their boundary. And my favorite boundary quote is Prentice Hemphill. Boundaries are the distance in which I can love you and love me at the same time. It's just that simple. It is literally about love. This person is letting you know how they experience love, and you are letting them know that you love them back by respecting that. And if you don't respect that, or in the case, they don't respect your boundary, you love yourself enough to say, I'm not going to do this. That's all boundaries are. It's just that simple. It is about showing love to someone else, and if they don't show that love back to you, you loving yourself enough to not take it. So boundaries are not just about the other person. You have to uphold the boundary. So if they violate it, you have to then say, you know what? I love me. I've said this isn't going to work. So I got to cut it off. I got to say something. I have to take an action, because otherwise the boundary will continue to be broken and you will continue to be upset, not just with them, but with yourself. So you owe it to you, not the other person, to, once you put up a boundary, love yourself enough to uphold that boundary. Okay? This is Spark number 6. Boundaries are an act of love. Stay tuned.